She was the former city director of Blexit, which is a far right, we're going to try and get, we're going to try and quote unquote free the plantation mentality is a literal quote of the organization of Black voters. And it's founded by Candace Owens, who's a far right loon. So I just think it's disappointing when C-SPAN, platforms people like Michaela Montgomery or Sebastian Gorka, or constantly refers to the Washington Examiner or the Washington Times, which are quite literally far-right newspapers that are made up. I mean, the Washington Examiner, go look up who founds them. Next, you're going to be, referring to the Epoch Times. So,
all right, Colin, we'll get a response from Michaela Montgomery. Go ahead, Michaela.
First of all, I'm a huge fan of Candace Owens, and I went to my first Blexit event here in Buckhead back in 2019. And the speeches that I heard, the visualization.
Hey Veracity, welcome back to the channel. It's a girl VeraMoore. I'm back with another reaction video. Today I'll be reacting to Black conservative perspective. Today when my reaction to these videos, click the link above, and this is Black conservative CALMLY schools white liberals with facts after racist attack for supporting Trump. Okay, let's go on.
That were presented to me, I was like, wow, this is great. And when it comes to getting off the Democratic plantation, that's a real thing. And I don't know why somebody would feel like I myself would be offended by that. If everybody thinks the same, has been fear-mongered into thinking the same way, living the same way, then yes, that's a plantation. Because how in the world were so many slaves who outnumbered their slave masters continuing to be slaves? It happened because they were fearful of doing something different. So when we say that Democrats are on this Democratic plantation, specifically talking about Black people, is because yes, you guys are all blindly following a leader and you're scared to do something different. Additionally, to think that somebody like myself, who can clearly articulate their points, their opinions, their life experience that have led them to support certain candidates, it's very interesting that somebody would demean C-SPAN for having a guest like me on TV. There's plenty of people who think, act, and wish that a voice like mine had a bigger platform. So it's unfortunate that people like that feel like we should be silenced.
All right, let's talk to Ladley in Marietta, Georgia, Democrat. Good morning.
Yes, I did not know that you knew Candace Owens. Because she's pretty much been outcasted by the right because of her stances on Israel.
Oh my God, I love her confidence. She is so bold, so confident. She is well spoken. I love the fact that she's not ashamed of being Black. I mean, look at her flaunting her natural hair. This is beautiful. And yes, she's an American. Let's go on.
But anyway, you will have a good job at Fox News at some point. I guarantee you that. And the things you point out on the Democrats, their failures, you're absolutely right on some of the things. The Democrats fall short, but at least we try. The Republican policies are just the complete opposite. Okay, the last thing I want to say is they're never going to let you in the club. Okay, and you like the movie Django, you are the character of Samuel L. Jackson. I don't know the exact terminology.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We got to talk about a video that is a perfect example of the liberal white racism that is alive and well, okay? This is something that the mainstream liberal media claims does not exist, okay? They don't talk about the racist white liberals and how they think about Black people, how they treat Black people, and what Black people have to deal with in the form of racism from white liberals, okay? But they always want to talk about the so-called racism from people on the right, okay, white conservatives, even though I do not think that white conservatives are racist, okay, wanting equal rights and wanting equality in regards to how people are treated. That is not a form of racism, okay? But when you talk about treating a certain group of people as if they must vote for Democrats and that they must support your movement or your cause, or else you aren't actually really Black, or that you are selling out, which is something that Black liberals say as well too. And apparently white liberals have become emboldened enough to say this in public. Yeah, that is a form of racism, hatred, and bigotry, okay? But I'm pretty sure CNN and MSNBC will not be boohoo whining and crying over this clip right here of a Trump supporter, a Black conservative woman, again, a Black woman who you're not supposed to say anything negative about, right? Except, again, if you are conservative, you lose all of that, okay? You lose all of that, those superpowers that you get when you're a Black liberal woman and nobody can criticize you. When you are a Black conservative woman, white liberals can say whatever they want. And that's what they did to Miss Michaela Montgomery, who was taking questions, taking calls on C-SPAN from voters. Okay, she was answering questions. Okay, and as a Trump supporter, clearly she's going to support Trump. And a lot of these white liberals really did not like that, to the point where, again, they were levying racial attacks against her. And Miss Michaela Montgomery is going to do an amazing job of pushing back with facts. Okay, she's going to calmly school these white liberals without getting super upset, while remaining calm. And I think that is the best part of this clip, because this is how you deal with ignorance, right? Facts are how you deal with ignorance. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Never gonna let you in the club, okay? And you like the movie Django, you are the character of Samuel L. Jackson. I don't know the exact terminology, but not Uncle, you were a complete sellout.
First of all,
wow. Again, it's amazing, right? Again, this form of overt racism, okay? It never gets called out from the left, right? When white people do it to black folks, okay, black conservatives, it never gets called out. Never gets called out. This type of stuff should not be acceptable. But you know why acceptable? You know why these people feel so emboldened to do this? Because this is what black liberals do. This is how black liberals treat black conservatives. So white liberals feel like, oh yeah, well, I guess we can do that too, right? It is right to levy these types of racist attacks against a black woman, okay, if she's conservative. But again, if she was a liberal, if she was a Democrat, this would never be acceptable.
It sounded like that was a non-black person telling me that. So as a Democrat, that sounds pretty racial and pretty divisive. Next, it's very interesting that I, again, would be called names or be compared to fictional characters because of who I choose to support. Again, these people who are calling and making these derogatory statements about me, who I choose to support, are denying the fact that, again, who are you to tell me that my personal experience is invalid? I think that that's something that a lot of Democrats need to look within, because how have you tried? Kamala Harris is in office right now and has not tried to do anything about the border, has not tried to not tax people on tips, and has not tried to do anything about our failing education system.
In fact, yeah, she's done the exact opposite in regards to the border and the tax on tips. No, she's tried to tax people on their tips. This is documented. She casted the tie-breaking vote for it. That's why it's so ridiculous that the one good policy that she does have on the economy, she stole it from Trump, and she tried to do the exact opposite as vice president, right? Again, it's amazing, absolutely amazing. When it comes to the border, yeah, she's not closing the border. She opened up, she made it worse, okay? She made the border crisis worse because she's a far left extremist. So not only is she not doing anything about it, but she's actively trying to make it worse. That is the truth.
So everything that she's promising she can do for you on day one, she could do right now, but she's not trying to. So that's something just, for some Dems to take home.
Good morning. Thanks for taking my call. I would like to address my comment to Mrs. Montgomery. If she doesn't know how she's in her current station of life, based on resources or housing taxes or just her luck of the draw, I agree, you're not very smart. Thanks for taking my call.
Wait, Aaron, what are you talking about? What do you mean?
Exactly. Let's sound smarter when we ask the question, please.
Well, yeah, you made a comment earlier when you were living in Nevada and you moved to Atlanta. I don't know if it was my resources in Nevada, because I guess they had pretty good school system.
Actually, we don't. Nevada was ranked very low when it comes to education. It just so happened that our government allocates our dollars better. But go ahead.
But initially you said you didn't know if you were smarter, but if you think resources
in regards to how I feel my level of intelligence is in relation to the people that I've met out here.
Yeah, Michaela, let him finish. Go ahead, Aaron.
I'm sorry for talking while you're interrupting. Well, you go ahead. Carry on.
I think I understand what you're getting. You heard my sentiments earlier in which I said I moved out here, and I don't want to say that I feel like I'm smarter than anybody else, but Was it the resources that were allocated to me? Was it the fact that I got lucky with amazing teachers? Nevada ranks very low on education. So let's not act like, oh, all of a sudden I'm not smart. No, I noticed that even with Nevada being ranked so low in education, I felt like the quality of education that I received was much better than the ones that kids are receiving out here.
Out the property taxes.
Okay, property taxes. Property taxes. So are you telling me that with all the black wealth that exists here in Atlanta, with all the black millionaires that live here in Atlanta, why in the world do 92% of APS students are illiterate? Make it make sense. And we have Democratic mayors, we have Democratic city council members, we have Democratic commissioners, and for whatever reason, 92% of the kids here cannot read. That statistic did not exist in Nevada. So again, I don't know if it was the fact that I got lucky. I can't say that, oh my God, it's the teachers that suck out here. I would never demean our educators here in Atlanta. But what we can acknowledge is the numbers, sir. And so while you want to call me not smart, please tell me what your side has done to fix the illiteracy rate that we see in our black children. Absolutely nothing. And in fact, not only have they not done anything to address the illiteracy issue, but then they're further confusing their kids by confusing your kids by telling them that men can give birth, by telling them that there's 53 genders, and that by telling them that your love for your best friend must mean that you are gay, you are a pansexual, asexual. Kids under the age of anything high school should not be thinking anything sexual, period. Sexual should not even be in their vocabulary. So for you to say that I'm not smart because I'm willing to call out all of the degeneracy that exists within our current education system only points to your lack of intelligence and your lack of initiative to actually do something in regards to saving our children and saving our schools.
Wow, wow, wow. The fact that Mia Perspective, Mia Black Perspective said wow twice, like the same time. She is incredible. She is amazing. She is intelligent. Who is doubting her intelligence? Listen to all what she said. Everything she has said is just facts. Everything sexual shouldn't be in their vocabulary, and that is just the fact. The world these days is so corrupt. Little kids are already talking about sexual things at their age. What? It is crazy. She's like, there are about 53 different genders, and she is not even kidding. I saw a video earlier today talking about gender. This one said, I am gay, I am this. In fact, my gender changes every 2 weeks. Seriously? How pathetic. It is crazy. The world we find ourselves in today. Because some people actually believe, oh, you're gay. Because it's your best friend, you believe you are gay. She's your best friend, you believe you are gay. It is bullshit. Because at this point, we need to save our children. We need to save the children. Their minds are so messed up right now. Majority of them, their minds are so messed up. Their mentality has been messed with. They don't even know what they are doing. Like, you ask them, okay, you say you are gay. Can you explain? I am they, them. You want to be addressed as they, them. Can you explain? And I was like, I don't even know how to explain. I'm tired of explaining. I don't understand. You don't understand who you are. And you want us to accept you. And these are all young kids. That is the most painful part of all of this. They are young kids. And their mind is already being destroyed. I love the fact that everything she said is just facts. And even though those callers were so rude, trying to call her down, tear her apart, say some stupid things, she still put them in their place, gave them the perfect answer. These are things that I love to see. She's really intelligent and she speaks so well. There's definitely nothing dumb about her. What do you guys think about this video? Drop a comment down below. I totally enjoyed this. If you enjoyed this video as much as I did, give it a huge thumbs up and please share this video. If you're new to the channel, join Veracity. Hit the subscribe button below, turn on the post notification bell so you can always be the first person to know whenever a new video drops. And that's, guys, see you in my next video. Bye.